Have you ever wondered why some people over 70 remain sharp, healthy, and full of vitality, while others grow increasingly frail, even though they also eat well and exercise regularly? In today's modern society, where healthcare systems are advanced and health information is readily accessible, many older adults quietly maintain habits that seem harmless simply because they've done them all their lives. Perhaps you or a loved one has thought, "I'm fine. Why change anything?" But after 70, the body is no longer the same, and some old habits have now become silent threats. Imagine this. Mr. James, 74, living in Florida, still enjoys pancakes drenched in syrup every morning, just like when he was younger. He feels fine until one day he suddenly collapses in the kitchen due to a blood sugar spike. Or Mrs. Linda, 71, a former nurse, keeps up with daily chores without taking breaks until she develops severe joint degeneration. What's concerning is that most seniors don't realize these habits are quietly undermining their health because no one ever truly warned them. And by the time the body starts to speak up, it may already be too late. But here's the good news. By identifying these patterns early and making a few small changes each day, you can absolutely enjoy a healthier and more fulfilling older age. In today's video, you'll discover 6 common but harmful habits that people over 70 should stop, along with gentle, effective ways to shift them. If you find this content helpful, don't forget to hit like and share it with your loved ones. You might help someone avoid an unfortunate health risk. Leave a comment and share. Among the habits we'll be discussing, which ones have you experienced? Or is there anything you'd like to add? I'd love to hear from you. Now let's begin the journey to better health, starting by recognizing and changing the little things that may matter more than we think. Many people over 70 still believe that simply walking a few laps around the neighborhood each day is enough to stay healthy. But the truth is, just walking, even regularly, is not enough to protect you from one of the biggest risks of old age: muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia. Starting around age 30, the body begins to gradually lose muscle mass, and this loss accelerates significantly after age 70. This means your ability to maintain balance, rise from a chair, carry heavy objects, or even walk normally can become difficult if you don't actively train your muscles. Failing to engage in strength-building activities not only causes the body to weaken rapidly, but also increases the risk of falls, one of the leading causes of hospitalization and death in older adults. The good news is, you don't need to go to the gym or lift heavy weights like an athlete. With just a few gentle exercises, you can maintain or even rebuild muscle strength. Start with the sit-to-stand exercise from a chair, doing it 5 to 10 times a day. This simple yet highly effective movement helps strengthen the lower body and improve balance. Additionally, using light hand weights, 1 to 3 pounds, to do bicep curls, lateral arm raises, or lifting water bottles while watching TV are all great ways to activate major muscle groups. If you have joint issues or need extra support, consider resistance exercises in water at your local community center, a safe and senior-friendly form of movement. You are never too old to start rebuilding strength. Muscles can be regenerated at any age, as long as you give your body the chance. Just 15 minutes a day is an investment in your independence, dignity, and quality of life. Remember, every time you stand up from a chair without assistance, every steady step you take on your own is a victory your body deserves. Now ask yourself, when was the last time you did something specifically to build strength? Not walking or house cleaning, but intentional exercises to preserve muscle mass. If your answer is a long time ago or never, then this is the moment to start. Don't wait until you need to grab a handrail to stand up or feel afraid to step down from a curb. A small action today, like lifting 2 small water bottles 10 times, could be the big difference between a future of independence and a future of dependence. After the age of 70, the digestive system, metabolism, and nutritional needs of the body change significantly. Yet many people continue to eat the same way they did in their 40s. The result? Uncontrolled weight gain, prolonged fatigue, and increased risk of chronic diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and elevated cholesterol. What traps many older adults in this pattern is the feeling that their eating habits are still normal, without realizing that the same portion sizes from the past now place much more strain on an aging body. For instance, a large plate of fried meat or a carb-heavy dinner that once gave you the energy to get through a workday now leaves you sleepy, bloated, and gaining weight. That's why it's time to redesign your diet, not through extreme restrictions, but by eating smarter and more in line with your body's current needs. An ideal meal for someone over 70 should be small, easy to digest, yet still rich in nutrients. Prioritize leafy greens, whole grains, lean proteins, such as fish, chicken, or tofu, and healthy fats from olive oil or avocado. Additionally, breaking meals into 4 to 5 smaller portions throughout the day, instead of 2 to 3 large ones, can help the body absorb nutrients more efficiently and prevent sluggishness after meals. And don't forget, plain water remains the best choice for hydration rather than diet sodas or strong coffee. Many people think that changing their diet is a sacrifice, but in truth, it's a liberation, a release from discomfort, heaviness, and the threat of illness. Once you begin eating the right way, you'll notice improved sleep, sharper thinking, and a body that responds more positively to daily activities. Smart eating isn't a luxury, it's a gift you give yourself every day. Each meal is a chance to nourish your later years with strength, independence, and joy. And you might ask yourself, have you eaten anything today that truly suits a 70-year-old body? Or are you still serving the appetite of the past to a body that now needs a different kind of care? If you find yourself forcing down a large portion just because you don't want to waste it, then it may be time to change your mindset. Eating less and choosing better isn't a sign of weakness, it's proof of wisdom and self-awareness. Start with a small plate of steamed vegetables and a portion of grilled fish. Your body will thank you tomorrow morning. Many people believe that in old age, staying home alone, having little social interaction, or not participating in community activities is normal. But withdrawing from social connection, whether gradually or suddenly, is actually one of the most dangerous habits for an older adult's mental and cognitive health. Loneliness in old age is now being considered a silent epidemic. Studies have shown that social isolation increases the risk of depression, dementia, and even mortality at a rate comparable to smoking. What's more frightening is that many people don't even realize they're living in loneliness because they still video call their grandchildren, still follow the news every day, but they lack genuine conversations, warm hugs, or heartfelt gatherings. Maintaining social connections doesn't mean you have to go out every day or attend every community event. Simply keeping a small circle of friends, having a weekly coffee meetup, or joining an online class or a Zoom book club can refresh your spirit. If you're an introvert, writing letters, sending emails, or making phone calls to loved ones is also a wonderful way to stay connected. Don't think you're too old to make new friends. In fact, the older you get, the more you need meaningful relationships to sustain your energy and vitality. Social interaction stimulates the brain, enhances memory, and helps you feel understood, something no medication can replicate. Believe that you are worthy of love and of being part of others' lives, not as someone who needs help, but as someone who still has value to share, to be present, and to inspire. Your stories, life experiences, and even your attentive presence are valuable gifts to your community. Now take a moment to reflect. Have you had a direct conversation with anyone this week, aside from the cashier or delivery person? When was the last time you laughed out loud with someone? If the answer gives you pause, then this is your moment to act. You can start simply, call an old friend, sign up for a community meetup at your local library, or join a painting class or a yoga group for seniors. These small actions can have a lasting impact because a connected soul is a healthy soul. After the age of 70, every signal from the body, even the smallest, carries an important message. Unfortunately, many people still have the habit of dismissing vague symptoms like mild fatigue, brief dizziness, dull abdominal pain, or prolonged sleep difficulties. They tell themselves, maybe I just didn't sleep well last night, or aches and pains are just part of getting old. The frightening truth is that many serious illnesses, from heart disease and diabetes to cancer, often begin with small, overlooked signs like these. Today, healthcare systems for seniors are fairly comprehensive, but that doesn't mean everyone makes good use of them. Statistics show that millions of older adults delay seeing a doctor simply because they don't want to bother anyone or are afraid of bad news. In reality, avoidance doesn't make illness disappear. It only delays the time when treatment could be most effective. Listening to your body doesn't require you to become a doctor. It only requires paying attention to small changes. Do you feel tired longer than usual? Do you get short of breath after a short walk? Do you feel dizzy when standing up? These seemingly minor issues are actually the body's excellent early warning system speaking to you. The simplest and most effective way is to jot down any symptoms you experience, even the smallest, and share them with your doctor at each regular checkup. Don't be afraid to ask questions, don't self-diagnose through Google, and don't let hesitation rob you of a golden opportunity for early detection and timely treatment. When you begin paying attention to your body's subtle signals, you are giving yourself a precious gift: proactivity. Early detection not only increases the chance of successful treatment, but also saves costs, reduces pain, and significantly extends your life expectancy. You have both the right and the responsibility to take your health seriously. Don't mistake courage for indifference. Health is not something to leave to chance. It is your most valuable asset, one you safeguard each day. So today, are you feeling anything unusual? A mild pain, an odd sensation, or just something that feels off? Don't dismiss it. Write it down, monitor it, and consult a healthcare professional. It may seem like a small action, but it could be the biggest thing you ever do to protect yourself. One of the most common mistakes many people over 70 make is continuing to place absolute trust in their memory, as if it were still as sharp as it was at age 40. But the truth is, human memory, even when healthy, is affected by time. And in later years, even small changes in the brain can cause you to forget to take medication, miss a doctor's appointment, or misinterpret important instructions from your physician. What's concerning is that many people don't want to write things down or set reminders because they fear it makes them look old and weak, or simply because they're not used to it. But in reality, relying solely on memory in old age is like driving without looking in the rearview mirror. You might be fine for a few miles, but sooner or later, risks will catch up. You don't need a complicated system. Just a simple notebook can help track appointments, medication lists, or unusual health symptoms. If you use a smartphone, try setting medication reminders or scheduling checkup notifications. There are many free, user-friendly apps designed specifically for older adults. Keeping notes doesn't just help you manage your health better, it also reduces mental stress. Instead of constantly wondering, did I take my medication today? Or, what did the doctor tell me to do after the last visit? You can simply open your notebook and check. This gives you a sense of control over your life, a feeling that's essential for maintaining confidence and independence. No one will judge you for taking notes. On the contrary, it's a sign of someone proactive and responsible about their own well-being. And the best part is, the more you use memory aids, the more agile and alert your mind stays over time. So when was the last time you forgot something important? A phone call? A pill? A doctor's instruction? Turn that mistake into a new habit today. Start by keeping a pen and a small notebook next to your bed or dining table. Every note you write is a step toward greater autonomy, and every reminder, whether on your phone or on a sticky note on the fridge, is a promise you make to yourself. I care enough about myself not to leave everything up to memory. Technology can be a challenge for many older adults, but completely avoiding it is a serious mistake. When you refuse to learn how to use a smartphone, appointment booking apps, or health tracking devices, you're not just missing out on convenience. You're also unintentionally cutting yourself off from the modern world and from your loved ones. In today's world, where technology permeates every aspect of life, from healthcare to social communication, not knowing how to use a smartphone, email, or basic apps can make it difficult to receive important information, book medical appointments, or even stay in touch with family. Some seniors may think, I've lived my whole life without technology. Why learn it now? But the issue isn't whether you need technology. It's that technology can help you live more easily, independently, and connected in a world that is changing faster than ever. You don't have to become a digital expert. You just need to master the basics: how to make a video call, send messages, schedule doctor appointments, use maps to get around, or monitor your heart rate with a smartwatch. These small skills can make a big difference, helping you take charge of your health, stay safer when living alone, and remain connected with your grandchildren even from afar. The encouraging news is that there are plenty of technology support programs specifically designed for older adults, available at libraries, community centers, and even free online. And don't hesitate to ask your children or grandchildren for help. There's nothing that makes them happier than guiding their grandparents into the digital world. Believe that learning technology doesn't make you young again. It makes you stronger. It's a sign of adaptability, connection, and continued growth, regardless of your age. You can start today. Ask your child how to download a video call app, sign up for a free online class, or simply use your phone to set a medication reminder. Each small step opens a new door where you're not left behind, but are actively stepping into a more open and connected future. We've just reviewed 6 seemingly harmless habits that are silently impacting life quality after age 70. From neglecting strength training, sticking to outdated diets, withdrawing from social life, to ignoring small health signals, relying too much on memory and avoiding technology. Each habit is a knot, but at the same time, it can be a door if you know how to open it. So today, which part resonated with you the most? A small action, like doing a few sit-to-stand exercises in the morning, calling an old friend, or simply jotting down a symptom you've noticed, can make a big difference. If you found this content helpful, don't hesitate to hit like and share it with your loved ones, because you might be helping someone realize what they need to change. I hope this won't be the last time we meet. Let's continue this journey together in the next episodes, where we'll keep learning, sharing, and discovering new ways to live healthier and more meaningful lives every single day. Because it's never too late to start living better. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.